Hello students, so today we'll be learning about some triangles. Now there's 6 different types of triangles. So first we have the isosceles triangle. So here's a little diagram to show you what it looks like. So for an isosceles triangle we have at least 2 sides that are congruent to each other. So I'm denoting congruence or they're equal lengths by these little tick marks. So that means that they are the same length. And as a result, 2 angles will be equal to each other, or congruent, denoted by this little curve. There's also a special case of this isosceles triangle where all three of the sides are congruent to each other, and therefore the angles are all equal to each other, are congruent to each other, and that creates a equilateral triangle. So this is an equilateral triangle, just 3 sides all congruent to each other and 3 angles all congruent to each other. And we know that a triangle has 180 degrees total. So if we divide that by 3, then we get 60. So all of these angles will be 60 degrees. All right. Okay, so now for our next triangle. So we have a scalene triangle. Now, a scalene triangle is simply a triangle that has no 2 sides equal to each other, or congruent to each other. It's very simple. It just looks like not a special triangle. Now, let's go to another triangle. So we have a obtuse triangle. So, a obtuse triangle has one angle that is more than 90 degrees. And that is enough requirement for this triangle to be considered a obtuse triangle. It's very simple. Okay, now let's do a acute triangle. So this triangle is a triangle that all angles are less than 90 degrees. So less than 90 degrees, less than 90 degrees, less than 90 degrees. Therefore, we know that a equivalent or a equilateral triangle, all of its angles will be 60 degrees. Therefore, a equilateral triangle has to be a acute triangle since all of its angles are less than 90 degrees. All right, and now finally we have the right triangle. So this triangle is just a triangle that has a 90-degree angle somewhere. So this is a 90-degree angle, and we denote it by this little square on the corner. And we also have some useful formulas for these type of triangles. If we denote 2 of its base or sides A and B, and then its hypotenuse will be the angle across from the right angle, or the side across from the right angle. We have a formula, it's c squared equals a squared plus b squared. And that's pretty much it for a right triangle. So those are all our triangles, and if you ever needed to list the triangles, you can think of this acronym, and it would just be, if you think of the word cereal, like cereal, the food we eat in the morning, we can create this acronym, C-REO. It essentially sounds the same. And this can just stand for scalene, equilateral, I won't write it all down, but acute. And what do we have? Right. Isosceles. And obtuse.
And that's some way you can remember all of these triangles. And now we're done with triangles.